you haven't yet picked up a beauty advent calendar for 2025, you have left it a little bit late, but don't worry, it is the 30th of November today and there are still beauty advent calendars available. Lots have a next day delivery option and quite a few of them are on Black Friday offers. So I thought it would be helpful to run through what calendars are still available and also what Black Friday and Cyber Weekend offers are on at the moment, because there are quite a lot with a decent discount. So if you're in a bit of a last minute panic trying to find an advent calendar, or you're just looking to pick up a second calendar, maybe just stock up on some products at a cheaper price, then keep watching and let's dive into them. So we're going to start off with the calendars which are available on the Boux website. There are still quite a few available. So the Boux Premium Advent Calendar, I'll pop pictures here as we go through the video just so you can see which ones they are. And where I've unboxed the calendar already, I'll try and link it up here and also in the description, but I can only link 5 of them. So if there's another one that I have unboxed, it will just be on my channel. So starting with the Boux Premium, so this is one that I have unboxed. This one was £150 and it's currently £127.50 on Boux. So this year Boux had 2 calendars. They had the skincare calendar and they had the premium one. So I picked up the premium one just because I wanted a bit of everything and I really liked it. So this is one I have unboxed, so that'll be linked up here and down below. The value is £485 and yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with some of the products in here. It was a nice selection. So if you're looking for a calendar that's got a bit of everything in, that could be one to check out. Other ones which are more affordable, which are on the Boux website, we have Soap and Glory. That was £48. It's now £43.20. It's not the biggest saving, but still a discount. Obviously that is packed with Soap and Glory products. If you like a bit of a pamper, some nice body cream, body wash, hand cream, that kind of thing, then that's a good one to pick up. We've also got 17 Beauty. That was £32.50 and it's currently £24.37, a really random amount. But 17, so this is more aimed at teenage or early 20s, and this includes a mix of makeup and accessories. Next we have the Revolution Beauty Makeup Calendar. This was £50 and now it's £33.33. So as expected, full of Revolution makeup products. Yeah, quite a range of different makeup products in there. Again, personally, I would say that's more for teenage or early 20s. We've got Ted Baker. That was £46 and it's now £30.66. That's a 24-day calendar. I actually unboxed this one last year and it looks very similar to last year's. So we have 3 different scents of products inside and then also some accessories. And then we've got Profusion, which was £30, now £20. Scents, I don't know anything about this brand. But it was £25 and it's only £12.50. I think that's the cheapest one I've got on here so far. And then we've also got a Little Something, which was £30 and now it's £20. So some of those are really affordable options at Boux. So if you're just looking for something extra to open, or if you just want another calendar without breaking the bank, then yeah, those are some decent options. So the next one is the Liz Earle 12 Days of Beauty Advent Calendar. This was stocked in Boux, but it's sold out in Boux, but I found it on John Lewis. There isn't a discount, but it's still available. It's £79. So if you did want to pick that one up and saw it was out of stock on Boux and other websites, it's available in John Lewis at the moment. The next one is Debenhams. I unboxed this one. Had to think then, did I get this one? Yes, I did. This one was £150. Now on Debenhams website, it's currently £120, but if you use the code BEAUTY5, you get it for £114. So it's 20% and then an extra 5% to bring it down to £114. So that's not bad at all. The value is over £700. I think that one was quite nice. I think there's other ones that I prefer, but based on the small pool of calendars that are still available, I think it's a pretty nice one. Now, all 3 Rituals calendars are still available. Not surprised. So all of the Rituals calendars are still full price on the Rituals website. They're not offering any discounts, no Black Friday, no cyber discounts, nothing like that. The Rituals Classic I did actually find on Boux, and when I checked earlier it was on discount, but now it's not, so it's showing as £103. Bit strange. So yeah, doesn't look like there's any discounts on those anymore. So if you do want those, they are full price, but they are still in stock. So if you want a nice luxurious Rituals advent calendar, then those are still available. Now the Space NK calendar, of course that one sold out. It did actually come back in stock not long ago, which I was quite surprised at. I didn't expect them to get more stock, but they did. But then it did sell out again. However, their 12 Days of Fragrance advent calendar is still available. I thought this would be snapped up. Like personally, I'm not a huge fan of fragrance advent calendars, but I know they're super popular, so yeah, I'm quite surprised this is still in stock. So this one is £160 and you can currently get 15% off, so it's £136. It's free shipping and it's worth £558. And looking at the fragrances, there aren't really any that I'm interested in, but for £136 there might be something that you like in there. Next we have Next. Both of the calendars for Next are still available. So we have the Next 25-day advent calendar. This is the one I unboxed this year. This was £95, it's currently at £85, so there's only £10 off. But that's a nice all-round advent calendar as well. It comes in a nice chest. And then the luxury advent calendar, I didn't unbox this one, because I just wanted to pick one this year. And that one was £185 and it's now £160. That one has a value of over £779. There are some really standout products in this one. They've got a Murad eye serum, the retinol eye serum. We've got some Elemis, we've got Grow Gorgeous, Rituals, Esper. I don't know why I didn't pick this one up, to be fair, but that one does look nice. And they do next day delivery as well, so definitely have a look at that one. The next calendar is MAC. Now, I only recently purchased this one, so when I saw it on sale, I was like, oh, I just spent full price on that, and now it's discounted. But anyway, the MAC Advent Calendar is still available. It was £195, that's what I paid for it, and it's now £146.25 at MAC. So it's a 24-day calendar, and it's worth £444. Now this one was a nice one to unbox. I love the design this year. It has a big mirror in it, it's like a reusable vanity case. The product selection was okay. There are some repeats from earlier years, and day 24 wasn't the most exciting, but we still get quite a lot of full-size MAC products. So if they are the shades that you use, or if you just want some MAC makeup products, then this is quite a good one for £146 at 25. 19 full sizes. I would recommend someone opens day 23 for you though, if you are picking this one up, and checks that that product is unused. If you watch my unboxing, you'll understand. If you haven't, don't think too much about it. It's not a super exciting product, but just check that it is unused, and if it is used, I'd contact them about that. So I actually got in touch with them and said my product has been used. They said that they couldn't send a new one out because it was just a limited edition for the calendar, but they said I could choose between a full-size mascara or lipstick as a replacement. I chose the lipstick. This was like 3 weeks ago now, and I've not heard anything since, so I don't think that's coming. So I might email them again. But yeah, overall it's a nice calendar. Now the next one is Harvey Nichols fragrance. So the Harvey Nichols calendar, again, that was in stock for such a long time. It just didn't sell out, but it doesn't seem to be on the website anymore, so I'm assuming it's now sold out. But the fragrance calendar is still in stock. Again, surprised about this because it's fragrance, but I don't know whether they just left it a bit too late to release all the fragrance calendars this year. I feel like this one and the Space NK were released a lot later than some of the other fragrance ones. Like Harrods fragrance, that was snapped up instantly, but I mean, they had full-size, really expensive fragrances in, so I can kind of understand that. But yeah, these ones just don't seem to be selling out. So this one was £175. You get 30% off at the checkout, so that works out at £122.50. So again, 12-day calendar. I think there's more than 12 fragrances though. Yeah, there's 20 fragrances in there. So that's better than Space NK. But again, it depends if you like the fragrances or if you just want to try out some different ones, then okay, you know. Another calendar which is still in stock at Harvey Nichols is Rodial's 12-day calendar. And this one, it was £97. You get 15% off at checkout, so it works out at £82.45. And inside here, we get products worth £244. So we have a few of the masks, the eye masks. There's a brush, there's some of the highlighter products, I think there's a possibly retinol, some sort of drops, the toner, and possibly this Snake O2 serum, just looking at the picture there. So that's another 12-day calendar. Both of the Clarins calendars are still available, so this year they had a 12-day and a 24-day. The 12-day is available at Next, and that is £95, it's no discount at all there. At John Lewis, it's £71.25, so there's a bit of a discount there for the 12 days of Clarins. The 24-day one was £155, and it's currently at Harrods for £136.40. So depending on if you want 12-day or 24-day, there's two options there for you. Next is Charlotte Tilbury. Again, this one didn't sell out very quickly. This one was £175. I bought this one months ago now and unboxed this one. It was discounted at a few different stores, but it's currently showing sold out in most places now, apart from Space NK, where it's currently £140. So £35 off, better than nothing. It's a 12-day calendar. There are some full sizes, not many, and there are some repeats from earlier years, but if you like Charlotte Tilbury, it's a nice design. You can reuse it afterwards as well. And yeah, 12 of her products. Another one in stock at the moment is the Fragrance Shop. So this one isn't discounted at all. It's £150, and I think if you're a member of the Fragrance Shop, you also get some discount, but I'm not really sure how that works, but it's still an option if you do like fragrance. We've got L'Occitane, that's still in stock on the L'Occitane website for £120, no discount there. And of course, Dior is still available on the Dior website for £570. so expensive. This one was on Harrods and they had 10% off, and that was a few days ago, so it's not in stock anymore, so I'm assuming that I got snapped up with that 10% discount. Even with £57 off it, still a lot. It does look to have improved from previous years though. Like when I picked it up in 2020, I unboxed it twice now. I have done twice, haven't I? I did 22 and 23, that's when I unboxed it, because I've got the 23 one up there in its dust bag. So when I unboxed those, they were just full of minis. It was all minis, very small product, whereas now there are some full sizes. There are full size lip products in there, and there's a blush and a candle. So it does look better than previous years, but it's still very expensive. Beauty Effect have a calendar out and it's currently £195. At Harrods, I believe there's some discount. Yes, 20% off at checkout. So that's £156 that will be, and it's worth £330. So Beauty Effect are the brand that do like the beauty cases, like vanity cases and stuff like that, and tools. So in here we've got like a little bit of makeup, but then we've got eyelash curlers, beauty blenders, brushes, mirror, and other stuff like that. The 111 skin calendar is still available at Selfridges for £425, no discount. At Harrods it's 20% off, so it's only £340. Still very expensive, but that skincare is expensive, but it's good, it works. Another quite expensive one is Augustine and Spadus. That one is £525. At Selfridges it's the same price, it's full price, £525. At Harvey Nichols it's £446.25, and at Harrods it's 10% off, so £52.50 off. So currently cheapest at Harvey Nicks if you want that one, but depending on where you prefer to buy, you might be able to get it at Harrods for a discount. The Biosense calendar was £76, it's now £57 at Cult Beauty, so that's a selection of the Biosense products. We've got the Nux advent calendar. I did look at this one so many times and I just didn't pick it up. But this one was £112. It's shaped like one of the Nux products. It looks so cool. This one is currently £95.20 on Nux website. So a bit of a discount there. On Next, it's £89. So £6 cheaper on Next. Now the Glamour advent calendar is still available, and if I was just going to pick one out of all the calendars I'm going to mention today, I would be leaning towards this one. This one I was super impressed with. So it was £165, it's currently £132, and it's still in stock. It says there's limited quantities available, but I actually unboxed this one. There were 28 products inside. It's worth over £850 and there's 26 full sizes. It's a mix of skincare, makeup and lifestyle products, so there are some accessories in there, which I think is just a little bit different. It's just, I do like to open these kind of calendars, and it's almost like a cheaper version of the Vogue calendar. So yeah, I really like that one. I definitely recommend picking that one up. If you're looking to pick up one more calendar, I'd go for that one. We've got the Body Shop calendar. That was £120 and it's currently £84 at the Body Shop. The Just My Look calendar is still in stock. This is £66.99. I didn't look at this one before Black Friday, so I'm not sure what the price was then, but it just says £66.99 at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's maybe like £99 though. Can't remember. There's also a Jo Malone 12-day calendar, but this one isn't discounted at all. It's £180 and it's available at Selfridges, John Lewis and Harvey Nicks. So again, depending on where you like to shop, there are 3 options there. The Benefit calendar was £135. This was discounted on quite a few websites. I saw it on ASOS for £108. I think it was also on Cult Beauty and somewhere else. It's currently sold out everywhere now apart from John Lewis, and it's currently priced at £114.75. So not the cheapest price I've seen it at, but the only one that seems to be stocking it now, so that's where you can pick it up from. We've got the Byredo calendar. That is at Selfridges for £650. That's a spenny one. I found the Giorgio Armani calendar. So this was at Selfridges earlier on, but it's not there anymore. This one was £270 and I found it on John Lewis for £229.50. So not bad. So a £40 discount. We've got the Elemis 12-day calendar. So the 25-day one has sold out now, but they did bring out a 12-day one for £125. That one is available at Elemis and also John Lewis, but just for £125, so no discount there. The Sisley calendar, however, this is another expensive one. This was £640. It's currently £480 on Harvey Nicks and Space NK. So same price on both of those. But that's not a bad discount considering it's so expensive. Another one still available is Vogue. This one isn't discounted. It's £355. It does say limited stock available now, and it's coming up with the next delivery date is the 1st to the 7th of December. From experience, the delivery is 3 days. So if you order today, it might be here by the 3rd of December, maybe. Now on flannels, we have the Flannels Christmas Cracker. This is their advent calendar alternative. This one was £165 and now it's only £132. So a little bit different than a calendar, but It's got a lot of products in there, and if you wanted to make a calendar up, you could do, or you could just open it as a cracker. That's another one that I've unboxed, and the video is on my channel. We've also got the Fraser's box, so this is similar to flannels in that it's not a calendar, but it's like their festive box. That was £75 and it's now £60. The P. Louise calendars are all still available. Again, not really surprised. Doesn't seem to be any discounts for Black Friday or Cyber Weekend, but they are still there if anybody's interested in those. There are 2 to choose from, and you can also pick 2 up as a bundle. The Sephora collection calendars in the UK seem to have sold out, apart from the after Advent calendar. So this is like a 12-day one after Advent. It was $35.99 and it's now $28.75. If you're into candles and fragrances like that, we've got the John Lewis candle Advent calendar. This was £120 and it's currently £84. And then I've also just come across the Rabanne Advent calendar. This is only available at very.co.uk. It was £295, but it's £249. So not a bad saving. From the couple of Rabanne products I've tried, they are really nice. It looks like it's a mix of fragrances, makeup and skincare. There's also a candle in there. It looks very bougie. I might have to try that one next year. It does look very nice. And then I've got a few calendars here which are still in stock but no discounts. We've got the Zoeva calendar, that is £120 at Zoeva. Dr. Barbara Sturm, that one is full price at Selfridges, it's £450. We've got a bubble tea calendar, this looks like it's all masks and that's only £9.99 at Superdrug. So quite an affordable one if you just want something small to open. And then of course the Avant Advent calendar and also Style Korean are both still available. So the Avant one was £99, Style Korean was £160. Now Style Korean, the shipping when I purchased it was about a week, but I think it was delayed in actually shipping it out, so I don't know if they're going to be a bit quicker now it is December, but that is a really nice one if you don't mind waiting a few days for it. Obviously Avant, yeah, 12 days of Avant products, really nice. So those are the calendars that are still available as of today, the 30th of November, and also the ones with discounts. So if you are still looking or like panic shopping for something quickly, then I hope that's helped. I'll try and link as many of these calendars as I can in the description down below. And if you spot any other calendars anywhere else, leave them in the comments down below as well, just to help everybody else out. It's obviously unlikely that you'll get them for tomorrow unless you can shop this evening, but if not, you might just get them on the 2nd of December or a couple of days late, but that's not too bad. And if you are just looking to stock up on some products or maybe use the contents of the calendar for Christmas presents, the discounted ones are a great shout. So that's my little roundup of Advent calendars that are still available, and also the discounted ones for Black Friday weekend. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed this little roundup. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up just before you go, and also hit subscribe and click the bell to be notified next time I post. And I'll see you soon for another video.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about